किंवा उच्चारितय मातु दुर्वान्भि पृष्ठतो हतय नहि भीतवधः श्लाघ्या न स्वर्गासुरमानिनाम्. O demigod, these demonic soldiers have taken birth uselessly. Indeed, they have come from the bodies of the mothers exactly like stool. What is the benefit of killing such enemies from behind while they are running in fear? One who considers himself a hero should not kill an enemy who is afraid of losing his life. Such a killing is never glorious, nor can it promote one to the heavenly planets. So Vritasura is seeing the situation. His previous birth, he is a great devotee, pure devotee called Chitraketu. And unfortunately, he got cursed by Mother Durga. And some misunderstanding. But he accepted the curse. And he is in the body of Vritasura. But he is still a great devotee, very learned personality. Therefore, you see, he is speaking very learned words. He has an authority to scold both the Danavas and the Devatas. He has that authority, he has the position. He is scolding the Danavas, say, why are you running away? What is the use? Anyway, you came to fight gloriously now. What is this running in fear? This is not glorious, this is not a Kshatriya. And the demigod are throwing weapons at them at their back. You say, what is this glorious? This is also not glorious. In fact, next look I will say, if you are not scared of losing, if you have some courage with you and not attached to your sense gratification, stand in front of me and fight. Actually, none of them could fight with him. He was so powerful. He spared the life of Indra so many times in the battle now. He actually won the war many times. But because the Lord had given his own astra to Indra, Krishna had arranged that Indra gets an astra called Narayana astra. He agreed to die because of that astra. Because he knew my Lord wished, let it be fulfilled. As a great devotee, he did not go against the wish or will of the Lord. He understood the will of the Lord is, I should die in the battle. And he died in the battle. He again and again told Indra. He once attacked Indra as the war will start now. And Indra threw some weapon at him. So he picked that weapon, say a gada, and hit it on the head of his Airavata. So badly that Airavata fell on the ground and Indra also fell somewhere. And the weapon he had in his hand, powerful weapon to kill Vritasura, fell away from his hand. And Indra was helpless. He could have made chutney out of him. He was so big and huge. He said, no, pick that weapon. I will die from that weapon. Pick that weapon. And why I want to die, he kept offering different wonderful prayers to the Lord, accepting the will of the Lord. I ready. The Lord wants me to die now with this weapon, I accept it. And he offered wonderful praises, glories of the Lord. And the next, Indra picks up that weapon, cuts his hands. So, okay, he swallows Indra with his mouth. He's so huge. Again, he could have killed him, but no, what he does? Somebody, he meditates on the Lord and he leaves his body. And what does Indra do? Indra then is a dead body, he cuts his head thinking he's doing a great thing. He's already left the body, he's in the spiritual Lord with the Lord. And Indra is having great satisfaction. I killed Vritasura. That is the condition. We can understand here that Vritasura is in a very glorious position. And he is fighting with Indra. Indra will soon understand, actually I am fighting with the pure devotee. He is also a devotee. Unless you are a devotee, you cannot recognize the pure devotee. So Indra is a devotee, and he recognizes this Vritasura as a pure devotee of the Lord. And he says, how is this possible? You are such a pure devotee. Muktanam abhisiddhanam narayana parayanaha sudurlabham prashantatma koti shiva mahamane. Among crores of sages, we see someone pure devotee. How is he become a pure devotee? Narayana Parayana, this pure devotee, the Lord, are so rare. And here I am seeing a demon being a pure devotee. That is what is going to happen. So let him meditate on two instructions. Here, number one, Kshatriya should do his dharma. Everybody, Brahmana has his own dharma, Kshatriya has his own dharma. And one of the rules of Kshatriya dharma is that if they come to fight, they should not show their back. It's considered unfortunate. Prabhupada tells one story. Is that one king in India at that time, somewhere he fought and he came back home. So the wives used to be worried because when they lose the war, they used to conquer his wealth and including his wives, whoever the king wins. So she was very worried, maybe this thing. So she came to know my husband had lost the war. And she something. So he was knocking on the door. He said, not possible. My husband, it is not my husband. He said, no, he said, no, not possible. My husband does not show back. It is not possible. Actually, his husband was there for some reason knocking on the door. She didn't open the door. He said, it is not possible the husband will ever show back. He will die gloriously on the battle. So it is not you, somebody. I am scared to open the door. She did not open the door. That used to be the principles, that people used to be so courageous in the battle. They were trained in that way. Kshatriyas were trained, as I said previously, they were trained to give protection to the innocent mass. And then they see some king is not doing his duty properly. See, the world does not belong to anybody. It belongs to Krishna. So Kshatriyas have a duty to see the laws of the God are obeyed. If some king is not doing that, a neighboring Kshatriya can attack. What are you doing? You're not managing properly. What are you doing? They can attack. And that was called Dharma Yuddha. You understand? The Kshatriya will not attack other kingdom to grow his empire. True, in this world nobody is pure. But I'm saying the Dharma of the Kshatriya is not for that. Kshatriya can attack a neighboring king when he is not making people obey the Lord. When the king has gone crazy, he is not following Kshatriya Dharma, he is not doing his duty as a king and guiding people to follow the directions of the Lord. So when a king is not aligned to the directions of the Lord, the neighboring king can attack. What are you doing? You're spoiling the life of the citizens. Then he is right. He has a right to attack. That is Kshatriya Dharma. And in so many ways, when war occurs, just like Krishna decided, Duryodhana is not fit to rule. He cannot give a good rule. He told Yudhishthira Maharaj, attack him. Dharma Yuddha. Right. Nothing wrong with it. And first thing for a Kshatriya is that he should be a devotee of the Lord. He cannot be an atheist. Like Duryodhana was. You see never of him offering any prayers to the Lord. In that way, if you see. Anyway, there was one Duryodhana asked Krishna, and Krishna has gone for the peace offer in the beginning. Later he tried to arrest Krishna. Just imagine. So when Krishna has said, please, you can stay in the house of Dushasana. It is like a beautiful palace. And you have lunch with us. Krishna says, no. Because you do not obey me, I neither eat with you, neither I'll take rest with you. He refused. You understand? So therefore Kshatriya means he should be qualified. And most important qualification Kshatriya is that he should obey the counsel of the great sages. And Duryodhana never did that. When Krishna came from the peace offer, every person, including his father, mother, all the sages present, the guidance he has in the palace, and Krishna even arranged all the devatas, the greatest, the devashis also came. Narada came, so many people came. They all gave their counsel. And Duryodhana was just running in and out. No, I can't follow. No, I cannot follow. Everyone, including mother, said, father said, what is this? Why you want to unnecessarily fight? Why don't you finish it up? Make some agreement, chodo. Why you want to waste? So many people will die in the battle. But he could not give up. Duryodhana could not give up. So he was unfit to rule. There were so many angles, just like Parashura. And the kings became disobedient to the Brahmanas. They were not listening to the guidance of the Brahmanas. They thought the kingdom is their father's property. Correct? In that way, as if they have birthright to rule. But they have no obligation to obey the sages and rule in a proper, sanguine way, in proper guidance. Then Parashurama eliminated the Kshatriyas how many times? 21 times. Correct? Generation after generation, 21 generations of Kshatriyas he washed out. Till they agreed to obey the sages. Do a rule according to the guidance of the Shastra and as revealed. How do you know what is the guidance of Shastra? As revealed by the sages. So therefore it is Kshatriya Dharma is to fight in certain conditions. And these people, if you do not fight, show your back and run away, or you throw the weapons on the soldiers who are running away, they are scared of you, both are considered wrong. Parikshit Maharaj was ready to kill the Kali Purusha. And Kali Purusha was only dressed like a Kshatriya. But when he saw the sword of Parikshit Maharaj and his power, he panicked. Because nobody could fight with. Don't think sword of Parikshit Maharaj is like normal iron sword you have today. That is all Divya weapons. With one sword, the Parashuram, one Khadaga, he annihilated all the armies of the world. One. Practically he was killing with the main weapon of that Khadaga. Whole army will stand. Before they lift the weapon, he used to fight with the speed of mind. Just like mind, now I am here, I am thinking of Delhi, speed of mind. His Parashu Astra, correct? That is called Parashu Astra. Before they even think war, they can't even see what happened. All the soldiers are lying on the ground. Somebody leg cut, somebody hand, somebody's head over. Lakhs, millions of soldiers he annihilated. So this is the principle. The Kshatriya should fight. Okay? So otherwise don't be a Kshatriya. Now next, the Kshatriya should not imitate. Kshatriya should definitely not be non-violent. Kshatriya should be violent when needed. It's not that he should be whimsical, but sometimes Kshatriya has to be violent. Okay. The next thing which is discussed here is stool and urine. This is discussed, Prabhupada says, even Tulsidas. So many people, Prabhupada says, Chanakya, Tulsidas, so many people have said. That is a very important principle. And it's also there for Ramana. It is, I remember, it is there in the Bhagavatam, 9th canto. The pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. When Lord Rama went to the beach, ocean shore, and he asked the ocean to give way so that he can go to Lanka. The ocean did not care. He neglected fast. Lord Rama just looked at the ocean, angry eyes. Whole ocean started shaking. Can you do like that? You look at the bucket of water, it's all you cannot shake. True, there is called psychokinetics. Some people little they practice. It is there actually, the subtle forces. Some people practice. They are Siddha Siddhis. Mind has all these powers. They can move, the specs are there, they can move it front and back. They can do that. The ball is there on the table, they'll move it like this. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And some are there, the spoon is there, they turn the spoon. They are very famous, these people, even now. There's one person in Israel is very famous, very, very famous. He takes a spoon, he bends the spoon. Just by looking. And the spoon is bent. They call power, psychokinetic. So, similarly, Parikshit Maharaj had a special weapon, the Divya weapon, subtle. So he says, I'm going to kill you. And he knows I can't fight with this. It's like a Parashuram's Khaduku. Nobody can fight with it. I'm dead now. He is son of, whose son is he? Grandson of Arjuna. He is a very powerful warrior. He is trained by the Pandavas. So at that time, in fear, he falls at his feet. Please pardon me. And Parikshit Maharaj smiles because nobody has been spared. If he lifts, it is done. This fellow first time is meeting such a coward Kshatriya. Kshatriya will not run away. Otherwise, he will not wear the dress of a Kshatriya. You understand? Kshatriya will not run away. He will fight. He has behaved like a Kshatriya and he is doing something wrong. Parikshit Maharaj says, I challenge you to fight with me. There is no question of running away now. Otherwise, don't dress like a Kshatriya. Kshatriya has to accept. When there is a challenge, he has to accept. So then what happens next? He surrenders to him, Parikshit Maharaj. That Kali Purusha surrenders to Parikshit Maharaj and he doesn't kill him. And he goes on, so many things goes on. Okay, so that is one instance we know. Another instance is that when this Lord Rama, when he shook the ocean with his eyes, just to glance, at that time ocean personified came to Lord Rama and said, forgive me, I neglected your order. And I know what is happening. This Ravana, who is like the urine of his father was actually learned personality, Ravana's father. I think he's from a Brahmin family. Everything was nice. Even Ravana was learned because of all this. But he lost to lust. Destroyed him. So what he said, he requested, Ravana requested actually. So Ravana, he said, this fellow is very demonic. The ocean personified says, he is like the urine of his father. Kill him. And please make a bridge over me so that people will remember your prowess. Correct? So the ocean personified offers this prayer. So there is another place where urine is, somebody is compared to the urine. So here Prabhupada says in the purport, the urine, stool, all these things are come from the parents. So but they produce a child, father. Correct? Just like a mother. Now if you take case of mother, she produces stool, she also produces child. So if the son doesn't become a devotee, he is like giving birth to the stool. Similarly, father produces a urine and also semen. If the son does not become a good devotee of the Lord, then as good as father passed urine, he is compared to a urine. Very, very terse comparisons of urine and stool. So if you become a devotee, then we are no longer like urine and stool. Otherwise we are like compared to only urine and stool, which is not very, is it very glorious? Like a peshab. Something cannot be more strong. It's very strong words are being used here. Say these the demons simply running for their life, have no courage to fight in the battle. They are like stool of their parents and urine of their parents. Why you bother to kill them? And is it glorious to hit a soldier from behind? Okay? Therefore our focus should be, in some way we can become a devotee. Then our life is successful, glorious. Okay? We don't have to become like this, take weapons, fight and all. These are the examples given. Principle we can follow. We also have fight with Maya. We should not run away. नहीं हो सकता अब तो माया. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Prabhupada says chant Hare Krishna and fight. Fight means preach. Gloriously go. Victory is assured. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to the Nama Sankirtanam of the Lord. It has to be glorious. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Prithve Chayato Ache Nagaradi Gram Saratar Pachare Mora Naam. So without enthusiasm, nothing is possible. Krishna conscious Prabhupada, Bhaksanta Prabhupada said, preach. Who will preach? Who has life? Doesn't have life, what he will preach? Correct? And how will you get life in Krishna consciousness? Chant loudly. Mahamantra. And then you get life, you get inspiration, you get strength. And proceed. And you can achieve victories and convince more and more people to take to Krishna consciousness. And then your life becomes glorious. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.